Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is chocolate covered strawberry by Dunkin' Donuts. And it's a stronger coffee, but it's good. I like it. So today's high is only going to be 70, which is nice. Yesterday it wasn't that hot, but the humidity, oh my gosh, it was really, really up there. So this morning it's a little cooler, and tomorrow's I think going to be cooler too. But then we'll have one day where it's 89, so close to 90. But you know, it's always subject to change. So this morning it looks like it's going to rain, and I hope it does. We could use a little bit more rain, and that'll save me from having to water. Because I haven't watered in about 3 days, but we did have rain. But it wasn't a torrential rain. So I think my plants have to have more. I have to go out today and take a look. With cleaning up the pantry, I haven't been in my garden for a couple days. So I have to go see what's what out there. So today I'm planning on taking it easy. Planning on taking a little bit of a staycation day. I do have a couple things I have to do. Nothing big. You know, empty the dishwasher, fold a load of clothes and put those away. But other than that, I don't have any big projects on my plate for today. I have to get back out into the garage, but I'll wait a day or so before I do that and continue to work on that. I have about, another week's worth of work out there to go before it gets to the point where I'm satisfied with it for the year. So, and then I'll take another few days and have another staycation, and then I'll probably start on my on organizing my basement food stash. So today I'm going to sit down and make myself a list of things that I want to let go, activities that I want to let go, to make my life easier as I grow older. So that's one of the things I want to do today. And I think we all should do that, make an assessment list of things that are working, things that aren't working in our life, and make adjustments accordingly. I do that every now and then I look over my list and see what worked well and what didn't. I think I'm going to need more creamer. It looks kind of strong, but anyway. Cheers. Yep. Yeah, this coffee is strong. It must be a dark roast. And I was very surprised to learn that dark roast is actually less acidic than decaf. So, and I've been drinking decaf for years. Well, before. Now I drink regular coffee, but I only have a cup or so a day, sometimes 2. Sometimes in the afternoon I'll have an iced coffee in the summer, or I'll have a regular coffee. But my favorite thing to have in the afternoon is some Ticino. Let me try this again. That's better. So those are my plans for the day. And I do have to clean up the kitchen. I still have containers that I need to clean, but not that many. And then I'll just come up with a simple meal today. I don't feel much like making anything complicated. So, all right. I'm going to enjoy my coffee, make my little list of things I want to let go, and there they go, and I'll meet you over at the budget book. Here I am back at my budget book. So yesterday I didn't spend any money. There we go. I did spend more this month than I didn't spend, but I'm still trying to get my act together and trying to get things organized and just picking things up that I need to do that. So I still have some things to go. I need to get a few more containers for when I start my basement reorganization and declutter of my food stash down there. But first I'm going to see what I can use of what I have, because I have a lot of buckets, small buckets and big buckets that I got from Walmart for $1 or $2, and I want to use those before I go buy other containers. But the reason I want to get smaller containers too is because with the buckets I have to put different things in together in order to fill up the buckets. So if there's commodities down there that I have fewer of, just to keep things organized, I want to put those in smaller containers, just to keep like with like. So that's my strategy with that, but I'm not going to start that for a while yet, because I still have to finish up my garage. And there's no big hurry. As long as I get it done by fall, I'll be a happy camper. So I'm making fairly good progress in the garage, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm waiting to hear from my daughter. We may go pick up the mulch today. At least that was kind of the plan, to pick it up this weekend, but she gets really busy, and then sometimes things don't materialize and we have to sort of push it into the future. And that's okay. That's not like a huge priority right now. My biggest priority was to get that workable pantry done. So I still want to look through some of the drawers, and like I said yesterday, I want to pick up some more mason jars because they fit really well in those drawers. And then I want to use that little sealer, mason jar sealer, and store some things in the drawers in mason jars. So anyway, that is my plan. Just trying to get things organized so that eventually, when this whole declutter organizing project is done, I'll be able to just relax and do my house cleaning and not have all these other projects on the burners. It's not even on the back burners. I've got all burners going on high temperature. So okay, that's it for my little budget book chat today. I'm going to relax and drink my coffee and think about where it is I want to head with this whole project. What can I do to make my life easier and not so full of projects? Because when you're in a transitional period, sometimes it takes a lot more work than what you would normally be doing. At least I find that to be true. All right, well, I'll be back. So I'm going to do a review on a device that was sent to me for free, Bob and Brad's eye massager. So I'm going to do a review, and I'm going to do it live on camera here. I've never used it before, so I want to give it a try and tell you what I honestly think of it. So I'm going to get this ready and unpacked, and we'll take a look at it. Well, a company reached out to me. It's Bob and Brad. They also have a YouTube channel. Putting away my dishwasher stuff. Anyway, they sent me this really nice eye massager, and it's supposed to be good for headaches and relaxation, things like that. So I haven't tried this yet. I'm not really one that gets headaches, but I think I read where it's nice if you have a migraine, and it has music, it has air pressure, hot compress, and low noise. So I'm going to go ahead and open this. Of course, it comes with your directions, comes with a quick start guide, and this is what it looks like. Comes with a charger cord, of course. And things like this I like to keep charged up so that when I want to use it, it'll be available. So this is what the unit looks like. Comes in a nice case. And I believe Bob and Brad are therapists. I think that's what they have on their channel. They have different exercises and things that you can do for different problems. It comes with a remote, and this is what the device looks like. It folds, and then it's adjustable. So I haven't tried this yet. So let's see how easy it is to put on. So there we go. It's comfortable. So I'm going to figure out, I'm going to read the directions and figure out the different things it does. It has different icons on here for music, and I think it has pre-programmed music in there. It also has on here different buttons that you can push. So yeah, Bob and Brad. There we go. All right, I'll figure this out and then I'll be back. All right, so I have the device on here. It has 5 settings, and the directions are very easy to follow. Once you turn the unit on, I think the default is heat, pressure, and music, but you have other settings that you can use too. And I don't know if you can hear the music, but it's very relaxing, and it feels like the pressure, the massage is on your temple and around your eyes, around your sinus. So it's very relaxing, and it's intermittent. It applies pressure, then it releases, more pressure, and it releases. So I could see where this would be helpful if you do have a headache. But even if you don't have a headache and you just want to relax in your chair, it's very easy. And it does turn off automatically. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off and go through some of the settings that you can use. So it's a very nice device. Long press, it'll talk to you too. Long press will turn it on, and long press will turn it off. And you can store it in its own bag. And you can, mode 1 is air pressure, heat, and music, which is what I just did. Mode 2 is air pressure and heat, so if you don't like the music, you can put your own music on and relax to that. Mode 3 is air pressure only. If it's hot out and you don't want the heat, that works too. Mode 4 is heat only. And mode 5 is heat and music. So, yeah, it's nice. It's runs for 15 minutes on the timer. Like I said, you have a remote, and you can kind of peek out the bottom if you wanted to change your settings. That would work. It's wireless, so if you turn on your smartphone, you can search and connect to Bob and Brad Eye Massager to play your own music on the device. So you pair it with your phone. And then it's automatically connected to your smartphone when it's turned on each time. So if you go to Bob and Brad's Eye Massager app, you can enable that. And then it also has a memory function. It will recall the last setting for mode, heat, pressure, and volume when you turn it on again. So that's nice. So whatever your favorite massage thing is, you can set it for that. So, and then of course you can store it in its own case, which is really nice. And you can fit the little remote in there. And you can also fit the charger in there. So it's nice and compact. So, like I said, I'm going to let my daughter try this for her migraines and see if it helps her at all. And hopefully it will, but even if it doesn't, and then, you know, it's very nice if you've had a crazy day and you just want to relax a little bit, you can do that as well. So, Bob and Brad Eye Massager. It also comes with a more comprehensive book. And this is what it looks like. And you can always, it's a nice box, you can store it in the box. So very nice. Thank you, Bob and Brad. I received this device for free to do a review, and I like it. So, okay. Thumbs up from me. So I will leave a link to the device if you're interested at all in the description box below. And also for an additional 10% off, if you put in the promo code IOASIS2P, you'll get an additional 10% off. So yeah, that's all the specs on the eye massager. Well, one of you lovely people were asking about my dogs. And could I talk a little bit about each one of them, why I have 3, and how old they are? So I'll let you know. Well, this is my Chloe, and she is 10. Her birthday's in April, and I got her first. At the time, I had another dog that I had for 14 years. And at the time, I only had one dog, but she was getting very old, and she was sick. She was diabetic for 4 years and had to have insulin twice a day, so I knew the thought of her being gone and not having another dog just was so depressing to me that I decided I was going to get another puppy. So I got Chloe, and then very shortly after that, I got Bandit. And you guys see these guys all the time. He's also 10. He's a month younger than Chloe. And I have my door open, so they're on high watch here. So Bandit is also 10. His birthday is in May. And Bandit is a Pit Bull Poodle mix. And this is Lizzie. And she's a Chihuahua Poodle mix. Now Lizzie's a little bit younger. She's 9. And her birthday is in December. So she was a Christmas baby. And in between my getting Lizzie, I had another dog, a Woolly Husky, His name was Forrest. Beautiful, beautiful dog. But I had to rehome him because I could not leave him alone with the other dogs. They would just get too crazy. So, and I always ended up, even when I went to take a shower, I had to put him in his cage. I mean, I didn't leave him in his cage all the time, but otherwise they would just totally destroy the place. So he was not a good fit with the other dogs, and he didn't like Bandit a whole lot. He would always steal Bandit's toys, and so I rehomed him to a good friend of mine, and he had a great life with my friend. So, but then after that, my neighbor and I, we got Lizzie and Rusty. She has Rusty, and they're siblings, and we both wanted to get a dog, so she only has one dog right now. She had two, but her old dog died too, and actually we got Allie and her dog at the same time. So that's a little bit of the history of our dogs, and they're wonderful dogs, and they get along really well. They've gotten into a couple of scuffles, only two that I can remember over the years, but yeah, they're wonderful dogs. They're really great. So so far they've been healthy and happy, and the reason I got 3 dogs, like I said, my old dog was getting really sick, and I knew she wasn't long for this earth. And then right around that time, my ex-husband also moved out, and we ended up getting divorced. So, and I was okay with that, but I always wanted a pack of dogs. I love dogs, I love cats, I love all animals. So I ended up getting these 3 guys, and you see them a lot in my videos because they are a very big part of my life, and I haven't regretted getting them for one moment. They do make a lot of work for me, but that's okay. I knew that was coming up. So there they are. That's Bandit, Lizzie, and Chloe. I love these guys. I'm working a little bit on cleaning up my messy kitchen. I still have stuff here. I need to empty my dishwasher, and I still have containers here that I need to clean, a basket I need to clean. So I'm working on cleaning up my kitchen a little bit, but I am taking a staycation day. So now I'm a little bit hungry, and I have a taste for BLT. Of course, I don't eat bacon because I'm vegetarian. So what I do is I toast my bread, I put mayonnaise on it, and I put a couple of heaping teaspoons, or however much you like, of these imitation bacon bits that I got at Ollie's. And then I press them into the mayonnaise so that they don't all fall out. And also, I just take some of the shredded lettuce package, garden salad, and I have this tomato I need to use up. So, and then I have a quick BLT, and it satisfies my taste for that particular lunch. So that's going to be my lunch today. I didn't eat breakfast. Well, I just had a couple snacky things. And then I'm going to put my dishes away and continue neatening up my kitchen that is a total disaster from the pantry clean out. but it's getting there, and I'm taking my time. No rush. Well, here's today's lunch. And not bacon BLT. And I had a little tiny bit of store-bought potato salad left. So I put that on top of a bed of the bagged lettuce, and had a little piece of tomato left over that wouldn't fit on the sandwich. So I ended up just cutting that up and putting it on the salad. So there's my lunch today, and that looks pretty good to me. All right, well, I've been sitting here making my list, and I decided I want another cup of coffee. It's really cool today. I have my new kitchen window open and the front door open, and there's a little bit of a cool breeze passing through the house. It's very pleasant. So cheers, my friends. So I've been sitting here thinking about what I want to continue to do and what I don't want to do anymore. You know, I just want to do it, get it done, and not have to do it again. Fingers crossed. Sometimes that's a plan, but that doesn't always materialize. So it's not a whole lot of things, but it is, you know, it'll make a substantial impact in my life. Oh, I don't know here. There. Oh, well, it's back where it started. Anyway, so one thing that I want to not do anymore next year, and maybe the rest of this year, I don't want to hand water my garden anymore. I don't mind hand watering, you know, a few hanging baskets, but especially in the backyard, it takes me a good half hour to water the whole garden. And I really don't enjoy doing that. I know some people like to water, but I don't. So I'm trying to figure out how to set up some sort of an automatic watering system that I don't have to always constantly put up and take down. So something that's a little bit more that I can leave up for a few years at a time. So whether that's hoses or, and I know you can buy those automatic drip systems and stuff, but that's too complicated. I don't feel like doing that either. So that's one thing that I want to figure out for sure, is an easier way to keep my garden watered. So another thing, I made myself a list, like I said I was going to do this morning. I want to stop saving up my laundry until I get a big load and then doing the laundry. Because what happens is I start thinking, oh, I've got all those things to fold and put away, and I don't mind folding laundry, but I hate putting it away. So I think what I'm going to do is just find one day of the week where, okay, today is the day I'm going to do laundry. Now, I'm not a big one for routines, you know, like Monday I do this, Tuesday I do that. I'm not big on that, but I think having a laundry day where I just wash and put everything away, and it would definitely be a smaller load. Because usually I don't wash clothes for 2 or 3 weeks because I have so many, I don't have to. But I kind of want to change that a little bit, because then it would be like, well, I don't mind putting away these few items. And you know, you can always adjust your water level in your machine. And you know, even in the dryer, those few extra cents, or even if it's $1 to dry a load of clothes, I'd rather just pay that than have a big huge load in there that I just really don't want to deal with. So that's one thing I want to change. I want to stop, I've kind of already done this, but I want to stop building my food stash. And I actually want to cut it back a little bit. So doing less grocery shopping. Now I'll still have to buy, you know, some things, produce and stuff. Well, this summer I think I have enough greens going out there. Maybe I won't have to. But a lot of times, even if you're growing your own greens, once the weather gets really hot, they bolt and then they taste nasty. So it's not something that you want to eat anymore. So I think I'm just going to try some succession seed planting and harvesting sooner rather than later, because I'm thinking next year I'm going to use my city picker boxes the way they were intended to be used, which is with starts. So I may give that a try next year. I don't know, we'll see. But I think that would be simpler, because then you don't have to constantly feed the plants, because you dig a trench in the box, you put your fertilizer in there, and that's supposed to be good for the whole season. But it requires you to put that breathable mulch cover on top. So I'm going to give that a try, at least with a couple of my city picker boxes next year. And I think that would make life a whole lot easier. And then I can always somehow put some kind of a watering system in it. But those boxes are self-watering, so you can go a little bit longer without watering every day. Some of the things that need watering every day are the hanging baskets, a few things that I still have in pots, so I may just do away with those. I'm not sure. My garden is in transition just like I am. You know, trying to downsize myself and downsize the garden. With myself, I was watching a video, and one of the YouTubers, actually it was a little poet, she was talking about how she's changing her hair color and her makeup and all that stuff. And so she's kind of going through a little bit of a transitional period too. But I thought, you know, I've already been there, done that. And the thing that I did was I let my hair color grow out. This is my natural color. I wear very little makeup. If I go out, it's lipstick, a little liner, and maybe some eyebrow pencil, and that's it. I don't want to fool with all that stuff, you know, layers of foundation and blush and all that. It's just too much work. So, and I actually like my hair color. You know, at first I didn't like it. When I was letting it grow out, it's like, oh, I don't think I'm going to like this. But I actually do like it. So I've simplified that a lot. I've also simplified my clothes. I very rarely wear jewelry anymore. I always wear earrings, other than if I'm here in the house. But if I'm going out, I always wear earrings and maybe a little necklace. But I used to wear rings and bracelets, and, you know, I like that look. And I still like it, but I don't want to bother with it. So clothes too, you know, I don't dress to the nines anymore because I'm going out. I'm just very casual with my clothes. So I've already changed that, and I'm happy with it. I wouldn't go back. I'm very happy with my routine of how I dress and how I look, and I'm good with that. So another thing that I want to change is I want less DIY projects. Now this year I have quite a few, but I want to get it over and done with, and that's part of the reason why I'm buying everything now, just to get it over with. Like I bought the kitchen island, so that is kind of a DIY that I have to put together myself. Once that's done, I won't have to do it again. I have shelving that I want to put up. It's 2 shelves, I think, in my living room for some of my books that I read all the time. So that's a DIY project that's on my list. Once that's done, it'll be done and over with. So I want to do less DIY projects. I don't want to put a whole lot of stuff together anymore. I have shelving in the basement, wire shelving that I have to put together. So there's that. So I want to cut back on that. Once I get all this done and set up, then I want to be done with it. You know, I want to say, okay, it's good, it's done, and I don't want to change it again. When things don't work for me, I change them up all the time until I find something that works. It's just something I've always done. But I don't like doing DIY projects anymore. Something else I have to do in the garden, I have to set up my, something I have to put together again is my potting bench. But once that's done, it'll be done, and I won't have to do that again. My greenhouse, it's a pop-up, so that would be easy to do. So there's those two things that I want to do out there, and something with my fencing. That's another DIY project that I have to get done. I'm enlisting the help of my grandson and his buddy to do the mulching in the back. So, but I'll be paying them for that, and so I won't have to do that this year, because usually I end up doing that myself too, and it's getting to be too much. But if I could pay somebody to do that every year, that would be fine, because I have to have mulch back there because of the dogs. Otherwise, it's mud city here in the house, and that makes even more work for me. So the last thing that I could think of, I'm sure there's going to be more on the list, but I want to stop reinventing the wheel. And what I mean about that is, once I get something to the point where it's working and I like it and it's not too much work to maintain, I'm going to document it. I'm going to take pictures of my garden, how I had it set up, what I planted where. I'm going to have pictures of my food stash and what's what down there. And also this winter, now this past winter, I didn't do indoor sewing at all. And that was great. So I don't want to do that anymore. I got rid of a lot of my indoor sewing stuff. I kept a little bit of it in case I decide I want to do, you know, a few cells of something. But I think I'm going to limit my indoor gardening to my knockoff Arrow Gardens, because I did get a shelving unit for that I'm going to put in the basement. And I can always start tomato and pepper seeds in there, and then transfer those plants to the garden when the time comes. And during the winter, I can grow some lettuce in the different cells. So I am going to utilize those. And then I'm going to do the winter sowing. You know, put the dirt in a baggie, spread the seeds, stick them out in the garden late February, early March, and just let them go. So, and you get a lot of starts that way. So those are some of the things that I want to change in my life, that I'm working towards, that I think are all achievable at this point in my life, but it's not something that I want to continue to do. I want to be done with it. I'll still continue to declutter. I don't buy a whole lot of new clothes anymore. Sometimes I do, you know, not a lot, but sometimes I buy some clothes or a pair of shoes, but not like I used to. I mean, it was like, holy moly, that's why I have so many clothes. So I want to continue to downsize the clothes because I can't even wear them all anymore. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. What are some of the things that you want to change in your life, whether it's adding something positive or doing away with something negative that you don't want to do anymore. Let us know in the comments below so we can all get some ideas from each other and how you're going to do it. That would be helpful too. So I'm going to go to my daughter's, her husband's boss gave him a pizza oven. So they're going to make pizza tonight, and she invited me over for pizza. So that sounds really good. So all right, my friends, I'm going to go finish my kitchen, and hopefully by tomorrow that'll be all cleaned up and looking better. So, but in the meantime, that's all I have for you today. So I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share. And thanks for watching.